is Wonderful Weirdos Day, and it's where we embrace all those crazy, strange people that we know, and without whom life wouldn't be quite as interesting. It is ridiculously stormy right now, which is funny because it literally started about 20 minutes ago, as soon as I began my journey to my destination to celebrate this holiday. And this weather is highly appropriate for where I'm about to take you. Hi everybody. So we've weathered the storm and now I'm safely, or not so safely, if you look around, inside a room inside somebody's house. And that somebody is a friend of mine who's hiding over outside here. And he is who I've chosen to be my weirdo for the day, unfortunately. This is Rob. And this is Rob's house. We're actually filming something for Rob today. And I thought it was a perfect opportunity to take a tour of his house. So here's Rob. He's going to show you around his house.
My name is Rob Cometti, and we are filming from Windermere, Florida. It's just outside of Orlando, Florida. Sunny Florida, I should add. And I want to be the first to wish you a happy Halloween. And I know it's a little early, but around our house we celebrate Halloween pretty much all year long. And it culminates on October 31st when we do a Halloween monster museum at our house. We let all the trick-or-treaters and the neighborhood kids and their families come through the house for a tour. And let me give you a little history about the house we live in. A couple years ago, my wife found this house and she fell in love with it because it was a cute Victorian, had a wraparound porch, and she just loved the charm. But when I saw it, she didn't have to sell me on it because I saw something a little spookier and a lot more sinister about this home. Want to go take a look? I'm ready to go. Let's take a look. Let's just go around the back.
People wonder about us all the time. They wonder if we're a normal family, whether we're a little bit weird or crazy because we're so into Halloween, but we're not. We're pretty normal. I'm actually a stay-at-home mom to a 17-month-old baby. I'm a part-time zookeeper, so I really enjoy taking care of animals and being outside in nature. And we do lots of things that normal families do. We go swimming, we go to church every week, we go to the park, we take walks, and we just really like Halloween, but people wonder if it creeps into our lives every single day. I would say no, it doesn't. We're just a pretty normal all-American family.
Okay, so here we are, we're at the museum. We got inside the house, made it through the back door. I wanted to give you just a quick tour of what we have set up here all year round. Now when we were looking at this house, this is really supposed to be a living room, but we really didn't have use for a living room, but we did need a wax museum in the house. So that's one of the selling points to this house, as well as it being spooky on the outside, we had room for a wax museum. So come on through, kind of a quick tour, all sorts of horror heads and horror icons, some life-size figures, witches, vampires, you name it, we've got it in here. And throughout Halloween we have, on Trick or Treat, we have people come through and actually take a tour through here, and they kind of loop around and we give them candy and everything, and it's enjoyed by all ages. Grandmothers, kids, the whole family comes through. So you may be wondering how we got into Halloween so much. Let me give you a little bit of a history of why we celebrate this holiday and why we love it so much. Many years ago, we used to just decorate my parents' house. We started with the garage, and after the garage, we grew out into the driveway, and after the driveway, we grew out into the yard, and we had graveyards, and we had witches' dens, and all sorts of crazy things going on. From there, we went into community theater, and we helped with community theater haunted houses, and we did that for several years, helping to design, set up, and actually operate. After several years, it was a little rough because we had to deal with so many different volunteers, and just getting volunteers organized and there on time and enthusiastic about doing what they want to do, it was kind of tough. So we decided to open our own haunted attraction, and it was a wax museum. So we could have this whole event and only run it with a couple people. So the actual attraction became all of the monsters that were built throughout the year. So it kind of became a year-long process that could be run by just a couple people. And we did that for 4 or 5 years, and that was up in Ohio. And then we moved down to Orlando, got a job down here with a couple of the theme parks. And then we decided, once we had a place that was big enough, that we opened up the Monster Museum in our house and did it as a charity event for the neighbors and the trick-or-treaters 1 night a year. And we open up our home and they take a tour and just give donations for a children's charity. And so what started off as decorating my parents' house, 20 years ago, has turned into a charity event at our home every October 31st. Okay, so this is the workshop and the storage area and the garage. It's kind of where it all happens. As you can see over here, we've got a headless horseman, there's a scarecrow. This is one of my babies right here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be ready for the show this year. Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's been a 3-year project for me, and he's just really down to the painting, so hopefully he'll be ready for this year's show. This is a little granny I've been working on. She's not quite done, but she's kind of creepy, and she sits in a wheelchair. This is Big Frankie. He's going to be in the museum this year. He'll be in the laboratory. Got a little bit of work to do on him structurally, but I've had him for many years, and he's become part of the family as well. Right over here is a special project I'm working on this year. It's called the It's Alive project, and we're taking 80 of these Frankenstein busts and giving them out to local artists to reimagine in their own hand. I know there's not a lot to see. I mean, there's kind of a lot to see, but nothing's really set up. So I wanted to give you a taste of what last year's show was like. So here's a clip from the 2010 Muckle Bones Halloween show.
And happy wonderful weirdos. Rob's a pretty wonderful weirdo.
Thanks, Tony.
The people I hang with.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's this one do? Good job. How about this one? Bzzz. It's right, it's a fly. How about this guy over here? Remember him? You do it. That's his mummy noise. Take a look over here. What noise does he make? Oh, that's right. And how about her? The witch laugh. And then how about this one up here? Barking like a dog. Woof, woof. You're right. Say bye. Say bye. The cat said bye.